What's up guys, this is SemiI here, and today we are taking a look at Dark Gengar. This is like one of the top 3 decks in the format, and you're about to find out why. So, Dark Gengar is a 70 HP stage 2 with 2 retreat. Resistance is to fighting, but there's not that many good fighting decks in this format, so that doesn't really help too much. But the power and the attack is basically going to explain why he's so powerful. Deep Sleep says as long as Dark Gengar is in play, you gotta flip 2 coins to wake up from being asleep. And Pull In says if your opponent has any bench Pokemon, you may choose one of them and switch it with your defending Pokemon, with the opponent's defending. And before doing damage or other effects of this attack, either way, the defending Pokemon is now asleep. So bottom line is, Pull In, drag something from the opponent's bench, puts it in the active, does 30 damage, and then puts him to sleep without even a coin flip. Now he has to flip 2 heads to get out of this sleep. So you're talking about 75% of the time you're going to stay asleep. That's 1 out of 4 turns that you'll be able to do anything. And that's why Dark Gengar is so powerful. Because Pull In means that you cannot build something safely on the bench. It's just going to get dragged to the active. And the sleep means that you're going to take so many hits before you can even do anything. So not many decks can one-shot a 70 HP Pokemon. And it's even worse because there's a stadium that helps Dark Gengar to boost his HP up to 90. So it's just a very tall order to be able to take out a Gengar in one shot. And that's really what you need, because if you're staying asleep 3 out of 4 turns, you only have that 1 turn of damage to be able to do anything. And so dealing with Dark Gengar becomes very, very, very difficult. And let's look at the rest of the deck and see how the strategy builds on itself. So Double Gust is going to be the way most people will be able to get out of status conditions. And Double Gust is a trainer card. And so we paired Dark Gengar with Noctowl. So Noctowl is a 60 HP free retreater stage 1 that has a Pokemon power that's really good. So Glaring Gaze basically says that you flip a coin. If it's heads, you take a look at your opponent's hand, and then you shuffle away one of their trainer cards that you find there. And so this power stacks, obviously. So you stack a couple of Noctowls, and you're able to shuffle away at least 1 to 2 trainers of the opponent's hand every turn. And so it basically forces them to dead draw. So they're dead drawing while they're asleep for 3 out of 4 turns, while they're taking damage, while they can't build up anything on the bench. Like, you can kind of see why this deck is just so powerful. And it also boils down to coin flips too, right? So it's just unfortunate that, you know, one of the strongest decks in the meta is an irritating deck like this that relies on coin flips. But that's Gen 2 for you. So let's go on to other parts of the deck. Let's go from top to bottom here. So we got 4 Gastlys. He's going to be the basic. So important that he has free retreat and 50 HP, as long as it's not 40. A lot of Pokemon does 40 damage, so 50 kind of potentially prevents you from getting KO'd in one shot. The attacks aren't really all that great, to be honest. I don't think I've ever used any of these, because you're going to be Cleffa. You're going to be using Cleffa or a fully powered up Gengar. So Gastly is not really going to be used for attacking. But you can see the attacks, you know the options. So we run 4 Cleffa. Getting set up is going to be important. You know, part of the argument might be, you know, since you're a disruption deck, you want to take away their resources as fast as possible. But in reality, it's more late game. All you really want to accomplish is for them to not be able to double gust when they are asleep. And with that strategy alone, you can win practically every match. So Cleffa, just use it appropriately in the beginning to set up your board. Don't use too many Elms in the beginning, because you're going to need them for late game when Gengar is attacking. So that's just a tip for you. And moving on, we got the Noctowls. We talked about that. He's got 3 Hoot-Hoots with him. Hypnosis is nice because Dark Gengar only needs to be in play to be able to have the power be affected. So Hypnosis can actually keep other people asleep, even though it's not Gengar that's doing the attacking. I also want to point out that is if you have a Gengar in the bench, and let's say you're attacking with another Pokemon like Misdreavus or Hoothoot or whoever, or maybe even another Gengar, if they put you to sleep, you have to follow the same rules that they do. So if they put you to sleep, you're also going to sleep for 3 to 4 turns. So the mirror match between Dark Gengars is actually pretty interesting because it boils down to even more of a coin flip because it's just whenever one person wakes up versus the other person and using your double gust effectively. That's what the mirror match boils down to. We do have one Misdreavus. He's useful because, first of all, he's using Psychic Energy, which is what we use. And also, Perish Song is a cool way of dealing with super high HP Pokemon. Like I said, the only thing that matters is Dark Gengar is in play. It can be on the bench even, and the power still is active. So Night Eyes will be able to keep someone asleep, and then Perish Song will knock them out next turn. So make sure to read this text carefully. You have to actually attack the opponent with Night Eyes to be able to use Perish Song the next turn. But the fact that Night Eyes will 3 out of 4 times keep them asleep means that you can set up a Perish Song pretty good and, take out a gigantic HP Pokemon, like a 120 HP Pokemon, like Gator is an example. Steelix is also another example. So Misdreavus is a nice tech. We're not going to use him too much, but for the deck, for the times when we need him, for when we need her, she'll be there. We also have the further evolution of Gastly is Dark Haunter. Take note that this is a dark card, and so that's going to be important when we use Dark Energy, which this deck has, and also the Stadium, which we'll talk about. So Dark Haunter, his attacks are pretty okay. Called back is put a baby Pokemon or basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto his or her bench, and then put 1 damage counter on that Pokemon. You might think that's not that great because you're giving your opponent resources, but the important thing about Dark Gengar is when you use pull in, pull him up here. When you use pull in, the baby rule doesn't activate if the baby's on the bench. So you can just one-shot a baby with 30 damage instantly with pull in without flipping for it. So it's free prizes at that point. So Dark Haunter has some utility with the callback option. Surround, flip a coin if as a defending Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So he's either asleep or can't retreat. Either way, it's disruption with damage for 2 energy. And you're just, the next turn you can evolve with 3 energy. You can do pull in. So Dark Haunter is a legitimate attacker. No retreat is also very useful and important. Once again, Double Gust is going to, you don't want to have too many targets on your bench that have retreat costs because of Double Gust. This one has free retreat, so that's awesome. A lot of times you'll also not want to evolve because of that retreat cost, so you want to set up a Double Gust. Important thing to mention with Dark Gengar is he has no weakness. So there are plenty of other Psychic Pokemon that have Psychic weakness. Maybe, unfortunately for the meta, this one has no weakness. And so that really kind of sucks if you're trying to deal with Dark Gengar. We'll talk about that later, but let's go on to the rest of the deck. For Darkness Energy. So if you didn't watch my intro video on Gen 2, Darkness Energy will be useful for both the Dark Pokemon and Pokemon with the word Dark in the name. So in this case, we're playing Dark Gengar. And so Dark Gengar can utilize Dark Energy without the penalty of taking 10 damage per turn. And Dark Energy will boost your damage output by 10. So this gives Dark Gengar just more firepower. 30 base damage for your primary attack is very low. Now, obviously, the sleep makes up for it, but still, when you put a Dark Energy on Dark Gengar, this 30 becomes 40, put 2 becomes 50. You're really starting to churn out damage that way. And so Darkness Energy is a really good way of just boosting damage, turning 4-hit KOs into 3-hit KOs, 3-hit KOs into 2-hit KOs, and etc., etc. So very good tech. We run 4 copies. Now, you can argue that you might want to use less than 4, maybe 3 is good enough. That is determined by you, how you want to play the deck. Me personally, with this build, I have 4, but we'll see what happens in the future if I want to adjust the counts a little. We play 13 Psychic Energy. 13 energy is, and then also the 4 darkness to give you a total of 17. So 13 energy kind of feels like a lot. However, take note that Dark Gengar is only 70 HP, 90 at max with the Stadium. So he's gonna get one shot, or not one shot, but he's gonna get KO'd if the opponent can get around the sleep, gimmick. Then when Dark Gengar gets KO'd, you lose all the energy. And so 13 energy is just nice to have. You always want energy drops. You always want to set up a Gengar as fast as possible. sorry, Psychic Energy at 13 count helps you do that. We play a single breeder. This is just for a surprise factor. So if you don't know what breeder does, it is like a rare candy. You know, we do have 4 Dark Haunter to evolve into our 3 Dark Gengars. So we're not, we don't have any shortage of the stage 1, the middle stage 1. Breeder is just kind of there for late game. If you just want to surprise a Gengar into play, Breeder's your way of doing that. So just a 1 count. It's kind of a tech really in this deck. We play 2 Trader. This is just designed to allow you to get your evolutions in play correctly. We do run 2 separate evolution lines, a stage 2 and a stage 1, and so Trader is going to be useful to get the right Pokemon in play at the right times. We run a 2 count with that. Our combination of gyms is 1 Resistance Gym and 2 Rocket's Hideout. So let's talk about Rocket's Hideout first. Rocket's Hideout is your primary stadium for this deck. Each Pokemon in play with Dark in its name gets 20 plus HP, even your opponent. So Dark Gengar, this is a way of fixing Dark Gengar's low HP at 70, bumping it up to 90 makes him a tank. But the downside, of course, is that the opponent also gets the 20 HP if they have a Dark Pokemon in their deck. And Dark Pokemon are very popular in this meta. And so the mirror match, you'll see that they get the 20 HP, to get to 90. Also, this stadium affects the Dark Haunters, so it makes Dark Haunters instead of 50 to 70 HP, which really is nice because at the Dark Haunter stage, you don't have the ability in play, and if they're too fast and they start taking damage onto Dark Haunter, at least 70 you're going to survive better than 50. I mean, 50 HP gets KO'd very easily, but 70 is a little better. So that's our primary stadium of choice. We run 2 of those. We also run 1 Resistance Gym. And so you might be asking yourself, why in the world would I want to run Resistance Gym? So each Pokemon's resistance is reduced by 20, which means that if a Pokemon's resistance is negative 30, it becomes negative 10. Why would you want to run this? Simply because of Darkness Pokemon. So let's look at Umbreon. It's kind of my go-to Dark Pokemon here. So Umbreon has resistance to Psychic. Most Dark Pokemon have a resistance to Psychic, and so if you're a Dark Gengar, your base damage output is 30, and you're trying to overcome resistance, you're doing no damage without the Darkness energy attached. So we have a way of damaging Darkness Pokemon with Darkness energy, which boosts the damage output, but still, that means you're only doing like 10 or 20 with pull-in. That's just not good enough. So if you're playing a Dark deck, this is your real only solution to do respectable damage is Resistance Gym. So because of that, rather than taking a practical auto loss against Dark decks, we have the 1 copy of Resistance Gym as a tech to be able to put up a fight against those decks. 2 Double Gust and 2 Focus Band. So these counts are really up in the air. The reason why we have so much less Double Gust versus other decks that we've showcased is because Dark Gengar has a built-in Double Gust, right? The pull-in pulls something from the bench, so you don't need Double Gust as often. Now, in the mirror match, it sucks because Double Gust is your primary way of healing, right? But despite that, just having a 2 count is there to be able to if you just need it for early game, but most of the time Dark Gengar makes up the difference by pulling in the opponent's Pokemon. That's why we also have 2 Focus Band and 3 Goldberry. So Focus Band, since like I said, Dark Gengar's HP is only 70, 90 with the Stadium, Focus Band will be more useful on a 70 HP Pokemon. And it helps with Cleffas too to keep them in play. So we have a 2 count of Focus Band. 3 Goldberry, if you keep the Stadium in play, they get to 90. You're going to use Goldberry a couple more times, so Goldberry is really nice. Remember also, again, that with Dark Gengar's attack, the opponent is sleeping 3 out of 4 times, and so if they don't one-shot you, you'll have plenty of, if you can keep 1 Gengar going, it makes a big difference because 3 out of 4 turns, they can't do anything. And then the Hoothoot and Noctowl takes away all their trainers, so they really can't do anything. So Goldberry, you're gonna use it plenty of times. As long as they don't one-shot you, Goldberry is useful. The 4 Elm, it's pretty standard for most decks these days in the Neo era. So it's just you. I would recommend use Cleffa early, use Elm for late game when you're not attacking, when the Cleffa's not in the active position, and you just need more cards in your hand. Elm's your way of doing so. So save your Elms. Rocket's Hideout we talked about. Rocket's sneak attack. So once again, our primary strategy is disruption. We have Noctowl that allows us to shuffle away the opponent's trainers. Rocket's sneak attack is just a 1-2 punch. Let's say like if you have to flip for Noctowl, so you can maybe take away one trainer. Sneak attack helps you to take away another important trainer in case they had a Cleffa and they got 2 trainers out of it. So sneak attack's really nice just to be able to keep them dead drawing, keep their hand dead, and allows you to do your damage output, deceptive strategy, etc., etc. So sneak attack, we have a 2 count there. 2 Nightly Garbage Run, because again, like I said, Dark Gengar's HP is only 70, 90 max. So Nightly Garbage Run is your way of recovering Gengars, recovering Psychics. You definitely want to keep, like, unlike a Gator, where you're not gonna die that often. Like one Gator can go the distance. In Gengar, you're gonna probably have to go through a couple of Gengars to be able to win. So Nightly Garbage Run is your solution. Getting back energy is important. You want to keep at any given moment a Dark Gengar attacking. So you're gonna have to rebuild them as they get taken out. So Garbage Run at 2 count is important. Now, in terms of adjustments, I'm already thinking that maybe I can cut 1 Darkness for 1 full heal energy. To have 1 full heal could help with the mirror match, so that's one option to think about. But yeah, look at these counts, make some adjustments as you need to. And in terms of matchups, though, like, it's sleep flips, so if they're sleeping 3 out of 4 times, their Double Gust is going to make the difference. But when you shuffle away their trainers, they're drawing the bad trainers, like if it's early in the match and you shuffle away a Garbage Run, then they might potentially draw a Garbage Run, but they're not going to use it if it's early because there's no point, right? So, the combination of just keeping their trainers out of their hand means that they might not draw Double Gust in time. Of course, if anything can one-shot you, like a Gator or Blaine's Arcanine, if anything can one-shot you, you're going to be in trouble. So you can kind of see why most people consider Dark Gengar to be like the number 3 deck in the format, with next to Typhlosion and Feraligatr. But to be honest, because it's coin flips, it can beat anything. Even Gators, it can just beat everything. So it's just a very disruptive deck. It's very good, to be fair. It is one of the best decks in the format, and any deck you build has to find a way to deal with Dark Gengar. So yeah, that's the deck. We got a couple of cool matches coming up, so you guys have some fun. I'll see you there. Okay, so we got a match here against McLovin. And we're starting out with one of our worst starters, actually, Misdreavus. He's only really useful against high HP Pokemon. So starting him out seems pretty bad, especially with the 1 retreat cost. Alright, so we're playing against Seadra Steelix. Okay, there's a Cleffa. And I guess I'll attach this to the active since I have, no other choice with that. So I'm just going to Elm here, try to get a basic in the... No, I don't get a basic, but I got more energy, so that's fine. Rather than trying to retreat, I might as well just try to put him to sleep. And hey, next turn I can retreat and activate the Cleffa instead. So he plays a Trader and a Bill. Let's see. There's the Seadra, or Kingdra rather. And he trades it for a Cleffa, which is, obviously understandable. This is a pretty weird combination, a Seadra with an Onix. That seems really weird to me. But anyway, we're going to do this. We can now retreat into the Cleffa because we're definitely going to want to set up. And it looks like the server is a little laggy right now, but it should be fine. We'll do this. Do I want to play an Elm? I actually feel like I don't. Well, let's do it anyway. We get another Hoothoot. We'll put that down. We still don't have a Gastly, unfortunately. So now we will definitely... I don't think I can do this right. Oh, I can. Okay, I must have benched him last turn. Right. Yeah, no, of course. That's what I thought. Okay. So we'll Eek. There's a Gastly, finally. We have a Trader, too, just in case. He's going for Eek, too, which means that now we are we're only going to get half the Eek since we have to flip for the baby rule, but that's fine. Right now, I'm not too focused on trying to keep his hand, keep his trainers gone. I just kind of want to get Gastly's going. So we'll do this. And yeah, that means then we're going to Eek. And we don't get a new hand, which sucks. But if we top deck any Pokemon, we can trade her into the Haunter and start getting set up. In terms of retreat, we have 3 Pokemon on the bench that have retreat costs. So there goes the Steelix. So this is actually going to be pretty bad because Steelix's Steel Energy will actually completely remove all of the damage we're going to do with Dark Gengar. The Dark Energies are going to have to be the way that we fix that, of course. We'll trade into the Dark Haunter. Get another energy on. Just has to click yes, and hopefully now we can Eek, and we still don't Eek, so we're still top decking right now. Did he end up? Yeah, he ended up not getting a hand too, so we're both kind of stuck right now. But he's got 2 attackers in place, and he's powering up now, which really sucks. Okay, now I can definitely Eek. So the other thing is he's not going to play any Dark Pokemon, so I might as well play this now to get the benefit for Haunter. I will. So the question here is, yeah, I think at this point I still attach, so that's fine. And then I Eek, and there's a Dark Gengar. The downside here, though, is we still don't have. He actually gets a heads on a Mud Splash, which is fine. But we got the Gengar now, so we'll play Gengar. He's not going to be able to one-shot me without Twister, and even then, I have 90 HP right now. I do need another Psychic, though, and so I'm going to bench this. He's got 4 cards in hand. Now is the perfect time to sneak attack. And there it is. We'll get rid of the Elm. So now he has a Tyro, a Recycle, and a Seadra. That's a pretty dead hand there. He does have the Recycle, of course, but that's fine. Give me at least 1 Psychic. Nice. So I got my 1 Psychic. I got a Noctowl in play. That is a Pokemon that no longer has a retreat problem. I got another Noctowl in play. And I got a Haunter, I think, right? No, that was for this past turn. So yeah, I can Glaring Gaze now all match. And the question here, though, is do I want to attack the Steelix and try to put him to sleep? What tool does he have? He has a Goldberry. So this is going to be a pain. It's going to be a big pain to be able to take him out. He's got a Focus Band. I might just keep the Seadra in play, and we'll pull in the active Seadra. No, we're going to keep the Seadra. He wakes up. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. He hits me for 30 and 10. We'll evolve to get the benefit. We will start powering up the second Haunter. Let me see what he's got in his hand. That Double Gust, we'll get rid of that. And yeah, we're going to try it again. Pull in. No. Now he's asleep. Alright, great. He top deck a Bill, so that's fine. He attaches a full heal energy to Kingdra. Of course he would. And he Mud Splashes again. We have a Goldberry, though, and we have a Dark Gengar. But I almost don't want to evolve just yet because it's 2 retreat. So I'm actually going to just attach the Goldberry to the active to heal off some of that damage. We will Glaring Gaze, though. He's got nothing. And now that I'm taking out his Kingdra, I almost want to bench the Cleffa just to have him on the bench. I feel like I'm going to need one, so I'll bench him. And then I'll just pull in and take him out. No, so take a KO. Okay, his hand should still be dead, but he's got a Cleffa now, so he'll get a new hand now. But now we do have Glaring Gaze for a couple of turns here. I feel like I'm going to pull in the Steelix, though, just to get him to sleep. Unfortunately, I'm doing 20 damage on the Steelix, and he has 110 HP. So, yeah, it's not very efficient. Oh, he's just going to retreat. He's going to Double Gust. Okay. But I have a free retreat. See, this is why I didn't want to evolve, because now I have free retreat. So, and the stadium's really helping me here. So, I will simply retreat. And do I want to garbage or anything? I do have 2 energy, but I would rather not have that in. I mean, I need energy, but it's fine. We're just gonna pull in. Well, first we're gonna Glaring Gaze, just to make sure his hand stays dead. Well, we don't have that, so it's fine. We're just gonna do this, and he goes to sleep. Nice. Okay, great. So unless he has more full energy, he's basically screwed. We're gonna try this again. Still, his hand is just dead, so that's cool. We will pull in, not switch, do another. He woke up though, so that sucks. Yeah, focus band. He goes to 50. Okay, now we're like really kind of. Is a focus band now, which means that he can't heal anymore. So I'm shocked he did that. What is he thinking? Why would you not wait until you get another berry? But whatever. I mean, that's what he did. So Glaring Gaze, his hand's still dead. I think he just didn't. Okay, so he didn't want to like shuffle it away, is what. But I would still hold on to that, to be honest. So we'll pull in. Hopefully, put him to sleep. Nice. Okay, good. He does 30 to me. There's a psychic. I definitely need this. Wait. Do I want to set up the Misdreavus? Huh. Do I want to retreat to try to get a new hand? I don't think so. Unfortunately, just having the 60 damage really hurts me, because, I mean, it's already so weak. But I'm just going to pull in and continue chipping away at this guy. I mean, he has to flip 2 heads, that's 25%, so I should technically get 3 turns in, that's 60 damage. There's a focus band, and I think... So right now I'm at 90, and it's 50, he has to do 40 plus 20, yeah. So focus band will be the way that I keep him alive. And I will Glaring Gaze, because his hand's starting to build up. He has a Double Gust, but it's just going to get rid of that. And I can pull in, do another 20. He's still asleep. Nice. Plan is still going fine. Pichu doesn't help. If he had a Elekid, it'd have been a different story, but it's good. So he top decked the Pichu, so that's his hand, so we're good. We're going to pull in again. Just keep chipping away. There's 80. This will help me. Okay, great. So finally, I have enough energy for the Dark. So I have a follow-up Gengar as the bottom line. Unfortunately, he's only going to do 10 since he doesn't have a Dark. But if I hit him one more time, he only has 10 HP left, right? So I'm actually... He's been asleep just enough turns for me to be able to potentially KO him if he wakes up here. So he didn't wake up, which is great. Oh, he top stack an Elm. But if it's Elm, he can't use any items. So we're still fine. He had to have drawn a full heal energy to get out of this situation. It doesn't look like he has it because he attached there. So beautiful. Now that I have extra energy, I'm going to set up Misdreavus, because that's really going to be a good way for me to be able to take out another Steelix if he gets it up. I'll Glaring Gaze for sure since he did Elm. Trader's not really... do I want to take out the Trader instead? He's gonna get a Steelix if I don't take out the Trader. The Gus though, yeah, I'm just gonna take out the Gus because I don't want to disrupt my okay, so I got both, so that's cool. He does have a full energy, so he didn't do okay. So he had a full energy, he just didn't attach it. That is so weird, but whatever. We're just gonna attack and take a KO. Wait, oh, he has the band. Wait a minute, you're telling me that the band... Oh, come on, man. Oh no, he bumped my stadium and killed my Haunter. Oh, come on. Okay, at least my band worked too. So I guess I'm starting a new Gastly up. Uh-oh. Now I will garbage run actually, because I need this and this 2 energies. So we'll garbage run. Ouch. I actually, you know what? I saw his stadium too, so I should have seen that, to be honest. But I'm just gonna bump his stadium and get back my HP. So here is so this is a deck that obviously uses stadiums. Bottom line. So we'll do pull in. Finally, we should be able to take a KO. That's a lot of resources. I think he's lost now. I want to check how many steel energy he's lost. So let's take a look. He's lost 2 steel here. Yeah, just 2. So he's got 2 more. I'm sure he has the energy acceleration card, energy something. Forget the name of the card, but I'm sure he has that. So there's a Dark Haunter. We'll get the HP boost, and I can pull in. Well, first Glaring Gaze though, just to take a look at his hand. Take out that Balloon Berry and pull in. We will pull in the Steelix, of course, and put him to sleep. So that's nice. We're doing 40 damage a turn, so that's 3 turns he gets KO'd unless he has more metal. So we're good there. Did he just play another Elm? He did. Okay, finally I have an Elm. Thank God. I think I will bench the Gengar now, just because I've already lost a Gengar, so, or rather I didn't lose one, but you know what I mean. So yeah, no energy. Okay, so we'll Glaring Gaze though. Take out that Bill for sure. He's gonna probably set up another Seadra though, so we'll pull in. Keep him asleep? Yes. Okay, good. So one more turn and he's knocked out. So we're good there. He's going to have to rely on the Seadra now. He's setting up the Pichu for the KO here. I'm going to actually Gold Berry to avoid the KO. And I can Glaring Gaze and take a look at his hand. And there's nothing there, so we're good. So I pull in, take a KO here. He actually woke up between turns, so that really sucks for him. There's another Gold Berry. That is beautiful. That means that this Gengar is going to go the distance here. He's setting up a Seadra. He has a Trader. He top decks the Trader, so that's fine. He traders probably for the Kingdra, obviously. Yeah, that's fine though. Now he can do Mud Splash and do 10 to the bench, and we're just gonna do this. Heal up again. I'm sure that's really making things. Oh no! I misclicked on the Noctowl. Okay. Okay, yeah. I can pull in the Seadra, though. But he's just gonna evolve. Oh, and I flipped tails because of the baby roll. Of course, of course. Zap is destroying me. Zap just completely wrecked me. Wow. Wow. Yeah. And it's gonna completely wreck me again. Does he have a band on? He does have a band on. Of course he would. I guess I get another Gastly set up. Yeah. I'm gonna obviously forego the Noctowl now. Jeez, that sucks. Pull in again. Tails again. Yep, that happened. Yep, that is happening. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, Pichu is going to wreck this whole deck. Yeah, we were in such a good position, and now who knows? Who knows? Dark Energy. That gives me 50 damage. Takes out the Kingdra, but I actually want to take out the Pichu. So I will hold on to the Dark Energy. I can evolve into this, and I'll at least put the energy onto the Haunter. But if both Gengars die, he has enough prizes to win. So pull in. Yes, I will take out the for sure guaranteed KO, because I know he's going to be a problem. And now this turn, I have to hit him. Otherwise, I lose. Because he's going to knock out 2 Gengars in one turn, otherwise. Okay, he's going to save it. He flips Tails and Tails. Oh, God, that's got to hurt, dude. Oh, man, that... We'll definitely pull in, and we'll take out that Pichu. Hopefully the band doesn't activate. Yes. Okay, good. There's a Psychic. Misdreavus can put him to sleep, though, so it's to stall. So this has actually become a super close match. He does KO the Gengar, that's fine. And now I just gotta keep him asleep until I can power up Perish Song? Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing. So I will attack with Night Eyes and Perish Song hopefully this following turn if I top deck an energy. Does he have a Double Gust though? He resigns. He okay, he must have thought that I had another energy and Parasong was gonna knock him out. So this is a lesson in I mean anything could have happened this next turn. I could have top decked nothing and I have no attack, right? So I don't think he should have just resigned there. He had a twister set up for the KO. I mean, okay, so honestly, don't resign there. He could have won. But yeah, so that was way, way too close for comfort. But man, Pichu, yeah, you remember when I was telling you how to completely get rid of Pichu? Yeah, definitely do that. So that was the match, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Okay, we got a match here against DQ Quagmire. So we'll start with the Cleffa. Nice. Bench the Hoothoot? Sure. It's a double gust target, but okay. Rockets Zapdos. This is going to be interesting. He actually hit me with Plasma. So, oh, nope. No basics here. Weak, and there's a basic. Hoothoot will have to sacrifice himself if he hits through with Plasma again. Nice. I'm going to have to replenish the Cleffa and bench the Gastly and attach the Psychic to Gastly. We set ourselves up for a unfortunate double gust, but, you know, that's... Focus band the active. Should I do it? Yes. We will do that. And then Eek. Alright. Still no evolutions, though. And we can... Okay. Touche. We will attach to the active. We'll bench the Gastly. Bench the Hoothoot. I have 2 sneak attacks. Let's do it. I said, let's do it. Alright, there's the We'll knock that out. He's got Healing Field, so he's got nothing. But he does have Electro Burn very soon, so now I'm pretty sure I already attached, but yeah, I already attached. So now we can, do I need to replenish anything? Nah. We're gonna Eek. Hopefully get no evolution, so, okay, we got Noctowl though, so that's something, I guess. He top decked the Rocket Zapdos though. He attaches the thing. Nice. So we can set up the second Gastly here. We'll evolve to the second one. Noctowl, the first one. Hideout to bump the stadium to give me Hunter HP. Do I bench another Cleffa? Yeah, I'm for sure I'm benching the Cleffa. Then I Eek. Save my Elms for later. Okay. Did he just hurt himself? Yeah, he did. He'd hurt himself. Okay. We'll promote the Cleffa, obviously. I have a trader for Gengar, so let's do that. The stadium actually prevents a one-shot, so that's pretty cool. Haunter, we can trader the Gastly for the Dark Gengar. How many do I have? I have 3 in the deck, so we're fine. Okay, and I have an Elm, so this will give me a new hand. I will evolve and evolve the second one. Retreat. Glaring Gaze, see what his hand looks like. Get rid of that band. Don't need that, bro. I got my stadium in place, so these berries will be useful even with Electro Burn. So I pull in and I hit the active. Put him to sleep, so we're good. We're rolling. Yeah, so his hand, if I remember correctly, was dead. He's setting up a second one. That's fine, though. Now I start powering up the other Gastly. I kind of just want to leave this hand because I need the berries in hand to you know, recover. So we'll Glaring Gaze. Alright, we already used one. There's the other one. Garbage Run that away. He's got Flaffies in his hand, so we're just going to keep that. No, he woke up. He can do 60. Okay, so we will heal off what we can. Glaring Gaze, the Balloon Berry away. And now, since I already have one attached, I can now play Elm and start setting up the second one here. And Breeder the thing next turn. Since I just played an Elm, I can't do that, but we'll do this. Yeah, nice. He stays asleep this time. Good. His hand was dead. He plays a Misty's Wrath. Okay, so that makes sense because it's Rocket Zapdos. You want Electric in the discard, but still. What did he discard? Hold on 1 second. Plays Breeder Fields. So you discard Breeder Fields, Metal Energy, Ampharos, Lightning. Okay, that's fine. Since Gengar is okay here and he needs 2 energy here, and I should be taking a KO here, right? Especially if I attach the Dark. So we'll Glaring Gaze. Glaring Gaze again. Okay, so he's got nothing. So I don't want a Breeder just yet since I don't think he disrupts my hand. So I will attach this to the active. And do I Garbage Run now? There's not enough in there to Garbage Run. So now we just pull in. Nope. And take a KO. Nice. So all that energy's gone. Cool. We have a Gold Berry for his Plasma, so that's awesome too. He doesn't one-shot me after that even, so we're good. This is going to be important for the future here. So we set that up. We Glaring Gaze. He's got nothing, so we pull in, and we do not switch. So we have a full HP now. We're for sure going to take a KO. So all of his electricities are gone. He's lost a ton of energy, I think, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy plus some metals. Yeah, we're good. We are good. So Glaring Gaze again. He's got 1 card in hand, and we pull in. Do I want to? Yeah, I just want to get rid of his attacker. So we're just gonna have to get rid of that guy. He's gonna take some time to power up here. Attract Current. For each heads, you may search your deck for a lightning energy and attach it to one of your lightning Pokemon. That's fine. Gigavolt seems like his, or Gigapark. 3 heads? Did I just see 3 heads? Come on, bro. Seriously? Okay, well, you know what? These are all of his heads, so now he's going to flip tails on the sleep flip, so that's fine. That is legitimately fine. He's got 0 cards in hand, okay? So I don't want to play no sneak attack. And now I need to know what he does. So we do the flip a coin. If head stack does 40 plus 20 more damage, so 60 if tails does 40 damage, and the defending Pokemon is not paralyzed. No. He does 60 or 40 with paralysis, so 60 plus 20 still doesn't KO me. But I got the Double Gust though, so I should be okay because all of them are free retreaters. Nice. All right, so I'm okay. I am okay. We will pull in and definitely keep him to sleep. Nice. So if I top deck a Dark, that would be nice. I can 2-shot him instead of 3-shot. Nope. Instead, I set up this guy, and now is the time to Breeder because I have. Yeah. Now is the time to Breeder. So I pull in, and I want to Glaring Gaze to see what he got in his hand. Don't see that. I'm not gonna play Sneak Attack for that. So see if he wakes up. He does not. All right. So I think that should be game. He Goldberry 40. That's fine. Glaring Gaze again. I think he topped that Goldberry, but that's fine. This hand. What do I need in this hand? I need Dark Energy, but I have a Goldberry. I'm gonna keep this hand. So we'll pull in, and that should not KO. Oh, he woke up. So he can do 60 or paralysis. I have the Double Gust, so that's fine. And I can pull in, obviously. So he does paralysis me. So now I definitely set this up for a Double Gust. And that's got to be the aim right there. I mean, that's such a brutal Glaring Gaze for sure. And we'll pull in the damaged one and take a KO. And yeah, so we're rolling here, man. We are rolling. I don't know what he does here. Does he baby? And, he has to find a way to retreat, first of all. And I haven't seen his hand, to be fair, but he only has 3 cards in his hand. So I think this might be it, man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see how he wins. Because I got 2 powered-up Gengars. I should have attached the Goldberry to the Gengar, so that was my fault. Play Energy Retrieval, discarding a Focus Band and a Double Gust to do so. So I can power up this guy now. I feel like I want to set up a final Gastly maybe, or No, you know what? We'll diversify this up here. We'll do Misdreavus instead, and we're just gonna Glaring Gaze. Okay, pull in one more shot. There's a Cleffa. So he's not out of it just yet. The baby rule has done miracles for people in the past. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's rough, dude. I feel you, man. So all right. I'm gonna be like super. I just gotta be super dirty here, and I'm gonna pull in and take out the baby. I mean, I had no choice, right? That was the right play. So I know it's dirty. It's like if that was me, I would be like pissed. So only show when I'm losing. Sorry, man. Had to do it. I just had to, man. That was just it was just the right play. I had to do it. Now he's setting up another one, which means that I naturally want to KO that, you know. So he still has only lightning, I think. So I pull in, and yeah, I do that. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, man. I know, man. This is it's heartbreaking. I gotta be honest. So sorry about that, man. Like that was just the dirtiest way to win. It was pretty dirty. Like he, when you're in this position, you know, like it's not fun to really win this way. But if I can just like I put myself in their position and I can just feel how awful it is because I've faced Dark Gengar decks in the past and it just feels awful when you can't do anything and anything you try to do they instantly squash. So that's fine. That was a match. Let's actually open up a pack here so that you guys can see what opening packs is like in case you haven't played on TCG1. So in this case, we finished the quest, and one of our rewards was a free pack. So we got 1 free credit for the gym series. So this might be a good time. I mean, it's kind of side content, but basically the way these packs are set up is you differentiate between elements and verdict. So elements, I think, should be fire, water, grass, and something else. I'm not sure what the other thing is. But then verdict is the other color. So basically these like elements is your elemental cards. So they jungle, so base set jungle and fossil and Team Rocket. You'll find anything from those 4 sets in base elements and base verdict. And then you have the 2 gym series. Then you have Neo Elements and Neo Verdict, and that's 4 Neo sets that these 2 cover. So pulling specific Neo cards is going to be rough. E-card Elements and E-card Verdict is the same structure there. There's like 3 E-card sets, but they're like super dense, heavy sets. So there's like 100 plus cards in each of those. And yeah, so that is and then Ruby and Sapphire is a new addition. They're going to start adding more as time goes on. So this format, this like structure of the pack opening might change. But yeah, that's all that. So let's open up Gym Series, see what we get. We reveal all, and we get a Lieutenant Surge's Raichu and a Blaine's Rapidash. So notice that this is a rare, and I'm wondering if okay. So the trade-off for having multiple sets per pack is that you actually get multiple rares too sometimes. In this case, you don't get multiple rares, but there are other packs where you do. So we get a Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. I do have 130 coins, so I will actually open up a Ruby and Sapphire. That's kind of what I've been using my coins for. So I reveal, and I get a Jolteon, a Vaporeon. Let's see what rares we got here. So this is a rare, and I think Vaporeon is also a rare. So this is an example of 2 rares in a pack. Lynette's Net Search should be good. Now, what often I do is once I open a pack, when I have, it's like you can filter based on the quantity. So you filter. Now you see all these 5s that I have. Because you can't trade, anything over 4 is useless, right? So what I often do is I just go through here and I will dissolve cards, right? So right now I have, I want to keep a spare Zapdos and a spare Dark Magneton just because you can assemble holographics, and Zapdos is an epic class, so it's like the highest rarity. So then I'll just dissolve the weaker ones. So I'll dissolve one of these, move on to the next one, dissolve one of these. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu is a rare, but I still will dissolve it just because it's a rare. It's fine. Dissolve this. Anything over 4 I will dissolve. build up my ink. You can see I got to 157 ink now. Sabrina's Haunter will dissolve that. Brock's Geodude. The class will kind of tell you how useful it could be in decks. So you can see how I've already gotten like 50. Oh, there's a Steelix. We're not going to dissolve that one. And Vaporeon, dissolve 40. Baltoy, dissolve 10. You can really see how quickly you can build up your ink this way, right? So dissolve another 5. Any of the base, like any general uncommon will at least give you 5 ink. So that's cool. So we just dissolved everything. And yeah, so that's opening packs. That's finishing quests, and I guess I'll put this match at the end of the video just because I didn't want this to disrupt the flow of the video. But thanks for watching, guys. You can see how powerful Dark Gengar is. It is one of the top decks in the meta. Next, I'm thinking that we're going to go to Crobat or Steelix. I haven't decided yet, but maybe I'll surprise you guys, or just if you guys have any input on what you want to see from this era, let me know. I'll make a deck out of it. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. If you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.